Join us on our first camping trip. We set out to Devil's Lake. We got to our campsite and set up our tent. This is just a $7 tent from Goodwill. You don't need anything fancy to get started. It held us in an air mattress and it was perfect for sleeping in. Once we set up our campsite, we set out on our hike. We did the Devil's Doorway loop and we hiked 3 miles in just under 3 hours. You start off on a dirt path, which is pretty easy at first. And then once you get to the CCC trail, you gain quite a bit of elevation. It was just over 300 feet in elevation in under a mile. So it's a pretty quick ascent and you are climbing these rocks the entire time. Be careful, they can get a little bit slippery just from the dirt and sand on them. And you do want to make sure you fully place your foot down before you continue on to the next step so you don't fall. Once we got to the top, we took in the beautiful views and then headed off to the Devil's Doorway. After that, we continued on, we started descending, and we were on the hunt for the balanced rock. We heard that it could be hard to find, and this is definitely true. So keep an eye out for the signs and be vigilant, look around, and you will find it. I should also mention that we ended up doing the trail counterclockwise because we wanted to save the Devil's Doorway and Balanced Rock for last, and we're glad that we did because this portion of the trail, which is near Balanced Rock, was pretty difficult. We couldn't imagine climbing it. There are some pretty steep steps along the way. With that being said, going down them was pretty difficult as well. There isn't much to grab onto, and you do need to be careful. You just want to make sure you're putting your feet in a good spot and taking your time. It would also be helpful to bring trekking poles if you have them. We do have them, but we did not bring them on this hike, and we wish that we did. We finished our hike and got back to our campsite and started making dinner. We had turkey burgers along with some french fries that had cheese and bacon on them. These unfortunately were a Pinterest fail for me as some of the french fries weren't cooked thoroughly, but there still were some good ones. Unfortunately, we did start dinner a little bit late, which left us cleaning up in the dark, but that's okay. We cleaned up and got to bed for the night. We woke up to rain, so we set up our canopy and started on breakfast. I made some bacon while Brian started his coffee. He was trying his new GSI Outdoors coffee rocket, which he loved. It worked great. As he made his coffee, I finished up breakfast and made a scramble. It had sausage in it and green peppers, and then I also had some iced coffee on the side. Once we finished breakfast, we started packing up because it was still raining and there was also a threat of thunderstorms and we didn't want to get caught in that. So Brian worked on deflating the air mattress and taking down the tent while I packed up some of the kitchen stuff, and then once we were finished, we headed out to go fishing at the lake. It did rain on us almost the entire time that we were fishing, but it was still absolutely beautiful. The lake is so clear and the trees and hills surrounding are beautiful. We only caught one fish while we were out there, but we still had a great time and we are already looking forward to our trip back. Thanks so much for watching our video. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe to our channel so we can continue sharing our adventures with you.